Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. A nice, quiet and relaxed playthrough for all your tranquility needs. Last time we successfully completed the police station and we met Carlos, who we almost barbecued, and we are currently being chased by our Nemesis, who is named Nemesis. So let's see where this takes us. He appears to have disappeared, thankfully. So we shall continue onwards. Oh, there he is. Hello. Big scary man. Oh, he's proper running. He's a big scary man. Works out though. You can tell he works out. He's got a good weightlifting system going on clearly. And he eats his beets and takes his protein supplements. I would not be surprised if he was on some sort of anabolic steroid, but at the very least creatine 5 grams a day. So right now we are in the Racoon City news office. Is that what it's called? Reporter. It doesn't seem to have a name on it. But that's fine. We are here to pick up another gem. Wow. 11 bullets. That's very high. Is that a thing? Reporter's memo. At last I have found the evidence I need to prove that the cannibal disease is indeed happening in this city. One man actually ate people to death. He was like a savage animal, tearing away a new flesh. I see. It was completely disgusting. I have heard rumours that many people are also suffering from the disease now. However, the causes of the disease is not yet known. Is this another mystery of the present disease? I will have to check on it. They have placed Racoon City under martial law because of the cannibal disease. I have lost contact with the media outside of the city, but I won't give up. As a journalist, I won't keep my eyes shut and walk away. I have a duty to the people and my profession. I don't think the disease has spread nationwide yet. I believe that this city holds the key to its creation and cure. In fact, I'm sure of it. The military has set up blockades around the city to keep people from escaping and spreading the disease. Most of the citizens have either died or have come into contact with the disease. I know that it is the right decision to quarantine the city, but I can't help but pity myself. If I am infected or eaten, it doesn't matter. My fate is already sealed. All I have left is my journalism. I won't give up until I solve the mystery of this deadly disease. I have just discovered that the disease is not spread through the air, but by some other means. That was the reporter's memo. Clearly onto a big scoop. Photo C. The police have been destroyed. So this is serious business. This ain't no walk in the park. Oh crap, there he is. Wonder if I can squeeze past him. He's a big guy. Nope. Oh, thank you. What a gentleman. Ladies first. Ladies first. Nemesis is an old-fashioned man. A man of a different era. Where he has good chivalry, but sadly a bit of an aggressive nature towards females, which, quite frankly, should not be tolerated. Personally, I would recommend Jill to file some sort of complaint. So I'm a little bit injured on account of being strangled and flung across the ground by a 20-stone muscle-bound lipless beast. But that's okay, we have herbs. I don't know if you recall last episode we were talking about the herbs, but they're very good. Good for you. Ah, now we're fine. It's the magnesium concentrate within the well-balanced compounds of the follicular adhesion within. Oh shit. Oh my god, she is getting beat. I am getting beat. No, I don't want to go that way. I don't want to go that way. Like, don't. I could die. I could very well die here. I would rather not. This. Oh my god. Okay. I think this is it for me. There's no getting away from this. Please don't lunge at me. Please, casually. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Fucking. Fuck. Unbelievable. I just fucking died. But that's okay. Because... Okay, you didn't see that. You didn't see that. Okay. Forget that happened. Forget that happened. That's our little secret. How embarrassing. I never die in this game. I never die. I will never die. In this game and in the real world. I shall not perish. I am immortal. Oh my god, he's gonna punch me in the... This guy needs to watch some nice relaxing videos. He would do well with a nice back massage and some sort of herbal chai tea, and I recommend you do the same. Perhaps a nice light chamomile or spearmint and nettle, well known for its energizing and calming properties. So we have made our way back to the reporter's office, and I will kill this flesh-eating fellow again. Wonder if he will take less than 11 bullets this time. He may actually... Oh, hello. There we go. 8. Very good. What a gentleman. We must avoid Nemesis. Oh my dear. Oh my dear. I can't even believe what's going on right now. I swear I'm not that bad at this game. This never happens. I think I'm getting some sort of stage fright. Nerves, and also my brain is 80% occupied on mumbling words, on making intangible, incoherent sentences for you to listen to and relax to. So things are going much better this time. No death. No destruction. As we make our way on to Racoon City Hall. Does this man have anything nice for us? Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I could probably do with spending some handgun bullets on a zombie or two. As we make our way through the back streets, wondering when next we will be endangered. Surely, yes. Nice. I do recommend a good 8 hours of sleep. Should you wish to not look like any of these fellows. However, should you desire to look like a zombie, you do you. So we've taken quite a bit of damage. Apologies for the coughing. Let me take a sip of my delicious coffee. Oh no, doggy dogs, I'm so sorry. I mean, that's just mean. That is uncalled for. That's too much. That's too much. R.I.P. Okay, we seem to have found our way to a tram, a cable car of sorts.
You're one of the survivors from the rescue team, right? I just ran into your teammate, Carlos.
How did a girl like you manage to survive?
Hey, I'm no ordinary civvy. I'm a member of STARS.
Stars? You mean the RPD Special Force Team?
Hey, is someone wounded back there?
Yes, it would appear so.
Oh, this looks bad.
They're coming. Get ready! Fire! Fire! Stay together!
Calm down. You're safe now. Everything is gonna be okay.
That, my dear friend Jill, is a massive lie. Everything will not be okay.
So Jill, did you decide to help us out? It looks like we're the only ones who survived. We should work together.
No, we can't trust her.
Why? But Sergeant, we need her help. Our unit's down to you, me, and Lieutenant Mikhail. That's it. And Mikhail's hurt bad. If we don't cooperate, we won't be walking away from this mission.
Fine. Then let's go over our plan. We're moving to the clock tower area, which is the designated landing zone for the extraction chopper. Once we get there and give the signal, the chopper will fly in and pull us out.
That's a lot of ground to cover. I don't think we can make it on foot.
The main problem we have is that the landing zone is cut off from here by the fire. So we have no choice but to use this cable car to navigate through it. Fortunately, we can also use it as a moving shield to get us through the worst areas.
That works for me. Good plan, sir.
Okay, people, let's get moving.
Jill, put this on.
Awesome. So we have got a new backpack, which gives us 2 extra slots for carrying things, which is very handy. So they have gone through some hard times. Lieutenant Mikhail, oh my god, severely injured and delusional. And Jill lied to him, telling him everything was going to be okay. But in this game, things do not tend to turn out okay. However, in your life, everything will turn out okay. This game is the exact opposite of how your life will pan out. So, anything that happens in here is the exact opposite of what your day will bring. I wish you nothing but peace and tranquility and calm. In my life, I have had many dreams of zombies, particularly based around Resident Evil, and personally I am a big fan of nightmares. I find them enjoyable. Movies and the like tend to not have much of an effect on me, but if there's one thing my brain is good at doing, it is scaring the living daylights out of me. It knows how best to scare me, and frequently, both in my dreams and in real life, my brain has a knack for instilling great fear within me. And sometimes...
Jill!
Oh, hello Carlos.
Hey, the zombies are getting restless.
I know. I can hear them. What's going on?
Oh. Sometimes that's okay.
Jill!
What's wrong?
They're coming!
Oh
They
dear.
must have sniffed us out. They know we're here.
Hey, calm down.
Carlos and Jill
Any objections to my playing hero this time?
must have
What are you
some
doing?
scent on them.
Carlos!
Some stench. As frequently they have been sniffed out, I may recommend some sort of axe like deodorant, effective in keeping zombies at bay. So here we have a puzzle that I solved fairly easily, thankfully. And I have received the machine oil, so I did not. 1 second. Some mighty extreme explosions. Seems to be a big theme of Jill.
Carlos! No!
Relax. I'm not dead yet.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. That hero stuff is harder than it looks.
He's okay. Oops. We are... Actually, there's a bit of excitement about to go down. So...
Ouch, my ears are ringing. We both should be deaf by now. Okay, I'm gonna scrounge up some equipment. There might not be any at our destination.
Frankly, Jill and Carlos should be dead by now, not only deaf. We are gathering materials to repair the cable car in order that we may make our escape from Racoon City. And everyone's favourite moment. Lovely. Beautiful. Cease functioning, you cretins. I was talking about dreams and our brain's capability to instill great fear within us. I, of course, mainly have very interesting and nice dreams. Though, personally, I really enjoy being scared in my dreams. I know everyone's different. Personally, I am a great fan of the Resident Evil 1 movie, and one of my favourites. After the first one, I feel they start getting a bit over the top. But one as a common rewatch for me. A movie I tend to fall asleep to regularly. We're just clearing a path, a safe path, as we will be using this corridor quite often. I don't actually say the word often like that usually, but for some reason, as I'm talking quietly, the T seems to get enunciated much more, whereas this fellow. Okay. Just killing these zombies. I mean, mainly because it's fun. I find destroying zombies quite fun and relaxing. So your Resident Evil 1, the movie. Fantastic movie. And a great one to fall asleep to. There are many great movies for falling asleep to. Personally, I enjoy if I can't sleep or I'm having a difficult night. I have a few guaranteed movies that will help me sleep. The main one for me is The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio. I find its pace very enjoyable, and I've seen it so many times that I know it off by heart. And I think that's a key component of a good sleep movie. Apologies, I'm drinking coffee and it's sticking to my throat a little bit. Oh my god, these dogs. Sorry. Another good movie for sleep is The Matrix, the first one, and the second one, but mainly the first one. It has a good pace to it, and a good amount of action, but the story is very interesting, and it's another movie I've seen far too many times. Tied up there with The Matrix is Equilibrium with Christian Bale, and a kind of dystopian future of a society so scared of human nature that they suppress all emotions, which has a lot of parallels with our current state in the world, with the heavy use of SSRIs and the various other antipsychotics and antidepressants. In this movie, they have deemed that war is the result of human emotions, and so they medicate themselves. Oh dear, that's not good. Let me in. Okay. And it's another movie that has a lot of action, but also a good story and a lot of kind of slow pace. I like the general feel of it. Talking about Christian Bale, I would tout personally American Psycho as a great movie for falling asleep to. Another Christian Bale classic of going off the rails on movies, but really, what I talk about doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. Hopefully you're not really tuning into anything I'm saying. Just kinda the sound of the game quiet and the pressing of buttons with some general conversations helps me personally to relax and to fall asleep, so hoping to do the same for the world. Oops, nothing happened. Nice. Very good. So we are still gathering parts. Thus far we have some machine oil. Oh. A grenade launcher. Very handy. Useful weapon. There's a helicopter outside my house. Not right outside, but near enough I can hear it. I'm going to increase the electricity output because it's the most satisfying of scenarios. Personally, that is one of the most satisfying scenarios in the game. Alright, what number in it do I need? 15 to 25. I love the animation of the heads exploding. Oh my god. What am I doing? Blue, blue, red, blue. Nice. Well done. Well done me. And well done you for whatever's going on in your life right now. May you find nothing but success in your goals and your plans. I'm sure you will succeed. Confident in your ability as a human being to do the right thing and do the good thing. The thing that will benefit yourself and others in a positive way. Lots of zombies here. Nice 2 for 1. Very nice. And we are done with the... Was it a power plant? Possibly. I couldn't quite say. We have succeeded. And we now have the fuse, a key component in our cable car mission. Now we must traverse by these mantis creatures. Spider mantis creatures. Oh my goodness, really? Please don't die. I did plan on this being relaxing, but honestly, this could be one of the most stressful runs of this game I've ever had. Not to worry. As I said before, the stress and fear involved in this game is but a counterpart to your world. And if you recall, with every zombie spawned into the afterworld, I would like you to drift further down into a state of mind that encompasses nothing but calm. Oh dear. Oh dear. We are going to go back to the police station area, as there is a very important item there. Very important item. Which we need, if you recall, or maybe not. There was a fire where we first saw the dogs, and we have a means to put that fire out very soon. Are the dogs still here? No, crows. And this is what I am talking about. Really not a lot of diversity in the zombie creatures. Blue herbs are to do with healing poison, and rarely do you get poisoned in this game. There are very few enemies capable of poisoning you. However, it is good to have one or two just in case. So we have the fire hose now, and we will carry on to the fire. I believe there are some mantises here also. Easily traversed, easily avoided. This playthrough I've been bitten and attacked more than any other time, and that is what's well known in any recording community as the red light curse, being the idea that when practicing or engaging in an activity or performance, you can perform it to a satisfactory level. However, once the red light or the recording button has been pressed, you are just aware that this is an important take, and that causes your body to tense or you to overthink, which can cause a kind of psychological effect.
What did you do?
I had no choice. He was about to turn into a zombie. It would have been a threat, so I eliminated it.
But he was still conscious, wasn't he?
He was as good as dead. And it took fewer bullets to kill him now than it would have if he had transformed.
Fair enough. So yes, I enjoy recording music. Sorry, I'm not going to read this. I'm not actually enjoying reading the things. Adreville. So anyone who's ever recorded will know that your worst performances tend to be when you are being recorded, and anyone who's ever recorded with me will testify to that. There's not really much way around it. Just being relaxed in general and confident, and also not being afraid to make mistakes, because as the mighty Bob Ross would say, sometimes your worst mistakes in a creative venture are someone else's favourites, favourite parts, favourite moments, favourite things. Which is why it's important to not be afraid to make mistakes and to own them, and to not polish your creativity too much, as that's what makes it individually yours. You have a horde of zombies coming to get us, but I have a trick up my sleeve. This game has well-placed items for helping take care of enemies, although I didn't do a very good job of using them. Yes, so mistakes, of course, are a problem, and you would never want to make too many, but there's no use in overanalyzing any mistake made. What's this guy doing? That's a question often asked of myself, to myself. What is this guy doing? Anyway, we have succeeded in getting oil additive, which will be mixed with our oil to make a mixed oil. Oh, I just got 3. What I would do if I were you is I would replay that multiple times and just bask in the warmth and the satisfaction of blowing. Oh my goodness. Honestly, red light fever. My biggest triumph there was counteracted with a blissful and agonising fail, as tends to be the case in life. Explicit joy met with excruciating pain. Please don't be, come on, what are you doing? Run. He's got a goddamn bazooka. He's got a bazooka. This, as if this man wasn't dangerous enough already, he has picked up a rocket launcher. This cannot mean anything good for our protagonist, Jill Valentine. She seems to be doing okay. I believe we have the majority of the items needed to progress. And oh my goodness, I would like to collect them all before winding this video down. Though that may not be possible, as one might be further. Oh my god, this guy, this thing, this beast needs to give up because he's interfering with my chi. Honestly. Get a rest, man. Stars. The original Nemesis ASMR channel. Seriously. Stars. I should be okay now. Ah, here it is. I will take the power cable, thank you. Now we have all the items needed for the cable car. We will make our way to the nearest save station to wind up the episode. So we are going to want to climb up, narrowly avoiding the horrors of being knocked down into a large sinkhole. Now, you may be asking yourself, what has created that sinkhole? To which I would say, good question. There's my brother back, so I'm going to wind this up now. Thank you for watching.